Good morning, welcome to another Monday meal prep video. Again, I have a lot of dishes. By Sunday I kind of run out of steam and I leave them for Monday. And then future me is like, is what it is. So I don't have a ton of prep to do today actually. I already made granola bars on Friday. I have some fruit to cut up. I've got some baking to do and getting some stuff ready for dinner tonight. I think that's it. Yeah. Anyways, thought I'd make a little video though to take you along. I'm also getting some bread made. So I've got my flour out, I'm getting all my ingredients together. I'm gonna throw the dough into my bread maker, or throw the ingredients for the dough into my bread maker and get that going. All right, so I pulled out a pork tenderloin for tonight. I think I'm gonna try and barbecue it. Some ham for sandwiches. We have 2 packs of ham. I thought we were out, but we have 2, so that's good. Some butter for the week and some cheese too. I think that's the last of our cheese as well. All right, don't mind all the seed packets on the counter. We're gonna plant our garden soon, but I've got all my ingredients in there. Oh man, the thing's dirty. It's super old. I'm just gonna set it for dough and then press start. So I'll have dough in 2 hours and so I'm planning on making 1 loaf of bread for sandwiches and stuff, and then the other half of the dough I'm gonna make some buns because I'm gonna make some like Philly cheesesteak type sandwiches for tomorrow. So then I'll have the bread ready for that. This is like a lot of what I like to do on Monday is just get stuff ready that I need for the week, like little things, not necessarily a whole meal prepped, but like a few things really helps. All right, so my bread dough is done. I'm gonna take it out. Whoops, actually I'm gonna do this. And take it out, portion it out into a loaf pan and a bun pan. All right, so I divided it in half. This made 8 buns. There's my loaf. I'm gonna let these sit and rise for a while. I'm just gonna form these into bun shapes. I usually follow a specific bun recipe, but I decided to use the bread just to see how it worked. Figured I'd save on milk and butter. That's what I usually use in my dinner roll recipe, if I can. Let me show you how I form my buns into shapes though. All right, so here's my bun. So I just kind of stretch out the dough a little bit, like that, like a mushroom sort of. And then I fold the bottom part underneath, just kind of like that. And then sort of flatten it out just a little bit. That's it. This kind of creates like layers in the bread or in the bun, and then it'll rise, of course. There they are. I'm going to let them rise for a little bit while my oven finishes preheating. So this is what my 1- and 4-year-old are having for lunch today. That's what my 4-year-old asked for. He was like, I just want grapes and chips. And I was like, how about some ham too? I figure it's really not that much different than having like crackers and ham and cheese and grapes, whatever, a little snacky lunch. And this is for the 1-year-old. Yeah, I promise I don't starve them. They snack all day. They just don't like to eat a ton at meal times. So this is what they have. My bread is getting there. I'm going to give it a few more minutes, then I'm going to put it in. I think these buns are good to go, but the bread, I'm going to give it a little bit longer because I really like it to be kind of like to here before I put it in. Otherwise, it doesn't rise as much as I like. I just brush them with a bit of egg. I usually do that for my buns, not always for my bread, but I figured I would use up the egg if I could. I'm just about to throw these in for 25 minutes, and I just moved the buns a little bit kind of crisscrossed so they had a little more room to expand. All right, so there's how they turned out. The bread looks perfect. The buns, I probably would have done like 6 in this so that they were more like wide and not so tall. It'd be a little better for burgers that way, but they still look pretty good. All right, so I got my bread all done. These buns turned out really nice, like just as nice as my, actually maybe even softer than my recipe that calls for milk and butter. So I'm just gonna keep doing this because why not, save the ingredients. And there's my sandwich bread all sliced up. I didn't do it quite as thinly as I normally do, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just letting it kind of dry out, I guess, a little bit because I put it away, but I noticed there was some like moisture in it and I don't want my bread to go bad. I noticed it goes moldy really quick if I leave it like that, so it must still be cooling down. But I put a sheet of paper towel in the containers as well to draw some of the moisture out. Over here making some hard-boiled eggs, so I do about 6 at a time. It lasts for like half of the week and then I do another 6. And I put the eggs in the pot, cover it with water, bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a rolling boil, I cover it with a plate or lid, turn it off, but I leave it on the burner. And then once the water's cool enough to handle, I drain it off and I give it like, not an ice bath, but a cold water bath until the water runs cold. Then I peel the eggs and they're perfect every time and super easy to peel. We get given a lot of like containers with baking at Christmas, and that's what I use to store my breads in. I just save them. You can even see on this one, it still says, Steve and Kim, Merry Christmas. So I don't have a ton of these containers clean right now. I need to go find some, but I'm just portioning some granola bars into them so that I can put those into the snack cart and then kind of direct the kids towards these for snacks. So this is my solution to not having pre-wrapped store-bought granola bars, and it works really well. I use the Epicure silicone molds, as you've probably seen if you watch my granola bar video, and it fits perfectly in this little Betty Crocker snack container. I can get a 4-pack of these for $1.25. All right, last thing I'm doing is just making some yogurt and granola parfaits.
I can do, Mom.
So while I was making dinner, I just got some sourdough ready. Here's the starter and the water, added in flour, and I usually add salt afterwards. So there is my dough. Here I'm starting on some potato salad. This is going to be for dinner and also lunch for the week. Gonna put some eggs and pickles in there, some bacon, and a few other things. So I just use pepper, mustard, mayo, a little splash of white wine vinegar for tartness. I use this in most of my salad dressings, and a little bit of brown sugar for flavor. All right, well, there's my potato salad. This will obviously be enough for dinner tonight, and also a couple lunches. I've never thought to barbecue a pork tenderloin, but doesn't this look so good? So easy and also cheap. Pork tenderloins are often like $3 a pound, so yeah. I also feel like I've already served up some of the kids, but a pork tenderloin makes like the perfect amount of food for a family for dinner, or the perfect amount of meat. Like, we don't eat a ton of meat. It's about a pound or so it's really nice. Just gonna show some plates here. Here is the baby's, and here is my 4-year-old. He did not want any potato salad. He's a weirdo. And then here's mine. I just had mine with some raw veggies and dip because I didn't want to make a veggie side. All right, so here's everything I got done today. I didn't think I got much done until I laid it all out and looked at it. But here's the sourdough I baked this morning. See, it didn't really like rise a ton, but it'll still be good for toast and stuff. I didn't show that on camera, but I did make that. Here's the bread I made for sandwiches and the buns I made for burgers tomorrow, probably. Potato salad, dinner tonight, and also lunches for the week. Some eggs. I actually made 6, but I put 2 in the potato salad. I cut up a cantaloupe. Pretty simple prep, but it'll be nice to have that because we're running low on our berries and stuff. I grocery shop in a couple days, so kids will have like cantaloupe and sliced apples in their lunches. I made 3 yogurt parfaits, and then I got sourdough ready to ferment. So it's gonna sit for like probably overnight, and I'll put it in the fridge. Overnight, and then I'll put it in the fridge, and then it'll ferment in there like for the day. So I'll bake it in the evening. So that is what I got finished today. So that is the end of my meal prep Monday video. I did do the dishes, but there's more again, so that's life. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.